Hi, everyone. Thank you for watching Veil Walker. My name is Becky, and this is my consciousness. I'm trying to figure out the lighting situation here, but it doesn't. Anyway, I'm just going to stay right here. Yee. Okay. I want to tell you about a story that features this dude. So, that thing, well, let me just start at the beginning. And I'll have you know I've been sober for over a year now, but this happened when I was using drugs. So I remember I usually didn't have nightmares, but this particular morning I woke up and I was like in a panic because something had happened during my sleep. It felt like that thing was trying to take me someplace. Uh, that's what I felt like, and I was trying so hard not to go. And it also had a sexual like undertone to it, like maybe the thing tried to rape me. I don't know. It's a pretty common thing. I think when I've heard other people say it on this medium, and I'm just going to say that that is part of my story, especially with that thing. So, and I could I could feel this thing attached to me when I woke up, attached somehow. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it freaked me out. Like it totally freaked me out. And This particular day, I was supposed to go on a trip with family. I had family in town. Like two, my cousins and aunt were here visiting, and we were supposed to go on a trip on one of those like paddle, not paddle boats, but with a big thing. So anyway, we're supposed to go on a dinner cruise, and I didn't make it to that. And this is because of this thing. Uh, it was freaking me out, and I remember just trying to like. I think I tried to go to Target to like buy something so I could look nice or something, and I couldn't concentrate. And I was like, I can't go. And then this was a time when I was very confused about what was happening with me, and I had divine guidance, and then I had these tricksters uh, who I don't know if it's an Archon. I have a feeling it was just because that's what I'm being guided to say. But it's not like I have some sort of like ultimate knowledge or something about what they look like. But that's what Anyways, let me just get back to the story. So I was freaked out, and I didn't want to go to the dinner cruise, and instead, I decided because I was being guided to some hotel in Costa Mesa, a IHG hotel, like through my phone. So I made a reservation there. I thought I thought that maybe there would be somebody there to help me. Like I thought like this was an alien. That's what I thought because I didn't think anything about at this time the demonic realm being part of my story, which um, it's really I've found out over the last you know 6 months that there it's a big part of my story. So um, and so I decided I wasn't going to go, and I just started driving down the freeway, and my head started hurting super bad, like to the point where I was crying. And as I'm driving down the freeway, like I saw, I my divine team um, is composed of Lizard and the controllers. The controllers are in the sky, like in a craft. That's what it seems like they are. I mean, it's consciousness, so it could be anything. But to me, it appears as a star in the sky, and it follows me everywhere I go, watching. So, and then Lizard, who appears as a crocodile. So, uh, and he and I were, he was on my windshield, which was common. I'm just saying this like I'll have, like that's normal, you know, but he was on my windshield and I was screaming while driving down the freeway at 90 miles an hour. Like, I want, because I thought it was him. I thought it was Lizard. I was like, get out of me. Get the fuck out of me. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. But I'm trying to really construe how terrifying this was for me to have something attached. And I'm surprised I didn't get killed on the road, uh, but and our eyes met, like like the Lizard looked into my eyes and I looked into his eyes, and I was like, like it was almost like he was. I got the sense that he was trying to pull whatever this thing was, or himself. At the time, I thought it was maybe him. I didn't know. I was like, I was so confused, and like I said, I was on drugs, but and he, and then it stopped. Like the headache stopped, and it stopped, and then I pulled over on down the freeway at a fast food joint, and I went to get inside to get something, and as I'm talking, ordering, this hand like went, like almost like uh, I couldn't control it, like something else was controlling my body at the time, and I had to apologize to the guy that I was ordering from, because I was like, oh my god, I'm sorry. And then so I get back in the car, and I'm like, I get back on the road and headed to, his hotel, and I'm thinking there I'm gonna get some help. Like, if I'm like some kind of alien is attached to me, like I want it out. So maybe like the FBI or whatever are gonna. This is what I'm thinking. Okay, so and this doesn't really matter what I'm thinking, but what was truly happening. Number one, there was something there. I didn't know what it was, and my divine team was trying to help me, and I was freaked out. So the reason I also wanted to go is to go see my ex-boyfriend, because I thought he would be the only one who understood what I'm going through. Like he wouldn't think I'm crazy. So so anyway, we're driving on down the road, and I'm still flipping out, and then all of a sudden, this sense of calm comes over me. And I was like, Lizard, what the hell? Like, I am freaking pissed off right now. There's something like attached to me. I don't like it. I want help. I don't want it in here. And I don't understand why. Why am I not flipping out right now? Like I should be flipping out. Like why am I calm? This is not okay, And then every time I tried to speed, the car would, like the wheels of the car would slow down. So like it wasn't like someone was pushing my brake or anything. It was like the motion of the wheels was being countered by something. Like my Lizard didn't want me to drive that fast and kill myself. So uh, at that point, I started to calm down, and we're headed to this hotel. And and I was like, it was starting to get dark and I can't see at night. My eyes, I have astigmatism. It's just like, I don't, and I didn't have glasses with me. So, the, like I have no depth perception. And so the entire time I was driving on LA freeways, right? Like, uh, there was at least a 5 car lengths around me at all times. Distance, like all the cars were keeping distance. I was like, "What, lizard? What are you? Like, are you a prince or something? Like, what's going on? Like, why? How can you do that?" And at the time, I wasn't considering that it was consciousness or that there might be some sort of uh, control of that element uh, by these people, by these beings, um, keeping me safe, right? Uh, I just thought like each person in the car did like that's how many people were following us. You know what I mean? Like I thought I was like, man, these people really like you if they're going to be able to, they're going to be all around, uh, keeping people away from me so I don't hurt anybody or myself. So, um, anyway, I get to the hotel and of course, like, and I didn't have a physical card. All I had was my digital wallet, and that was not. So I couldn't get the. Long story short, I couldn't get the hotel room. It didn't really matter. It wasn't like there was going to be anybody there, but I was hoping there was. And I tried a different hotel. You needed a physical card, so I couldn't do that because it was in the mail anyway. I end up okay. I'm going to go to see the ex-boyfriend. All of a sudden, there's no distance in cars around me. Like nobody, like because that is not the place uh, that they wanted me to go. Uh, my lizard and controllers, because it's more dangerous there than it was here, even with this stupid uh, whatever I mean, I this stupid Archon attached to me or whatever it was. So I end up going there. I meet him, and then and I noticed that around me, like my shadow on the edges of the shadow, it was moving like this, like creepy shit. Like I can't even explain it. It just makes me cringe right now thinking about how that was, like that. And it wasn't just me who noticed. It was like when I went to pick the boyfriend up, I I went inside the house to these people that we knew, and they had a American Bulldog. The American Bulldog was super sweet, and but it noticed, and I noticed too. When I was looking down even before the dog noticed. I noticed that my shadow was doing weird shit, and um, and so the dog was noticing my shadow was doing weird shit, and it wasn't. The dog knew that it wasn't me. Is that weird? Like that, I mean, the dog could tell that I was a different thing and whatever was fucking around in my shadow was a different thing. So anyway, of course the boyfriend didn't understand. He didn't even acknowledge it really. He was just like, I don't know if he, who knows. Anyway, it was a worthless trip basically. And I didn't get the recognition that I wanted to from this thing. So, but at one point we went to the bank, right? Because I had to withdraw some money. And I went inside. He was waiting in the car, the boyfriend, and I happened to. So in this particular bank, there was bulletproof glass. Like there was glass all, and then the tellers were behind the glass, right? And there was a line, right? And I was waiting in line. And in the glass, I happened to notice, which is this is very common for me even today. There's a lot of power in reflections. You can see a lot in reflections, and so I uh, happened to catch my reflection in the bulletproof glass, or the glass that was separating us from the tellers. And to my left, I saw that thing. And one of these things was like attached to me, like I think that. So that was attached. And I was just like, am I seeing? And it looked bored. It was just all like weird, like like these visions of like what you think an Archon might look like. This thing is gross, dude. Like it was like it's like a sponge, uh, or something, and it's not okay. So, um, I mean, and I just kept that to myself. Honestly, I don't think I've told anybody but my Rosebud journal, and and so until now, but it was like, and I stayed there for a little while longer. Then I ended up coming back here because it was just like not the place for me. That place, it was like even worse than it was here. And when I, at a certain point, I didn't notice any of that kind of thing. I don't know when the attachment stopped or how it stopped, but maybe it was me. What I think what happened was as soon as I left there, I felt all of a sudden, and I was driving back home here, all of a sudden I felt so good. Like I was like, man, I haven't felt like this in a long time. I wasn't tired. I wasn't mad. I wasn't angry. I wasn't nothing. Just like I felt so, like I had no desire to, I was, I don't know. It was just, I was like, I haven't felt this good in a long time. Nothing hurts. It's like, and, and that was how that went. So, um, I guess what I'm trying to share with you is that, uh, I mean, the reason that I I had that attached to me is because I was using drugs, like I was allowing it to come in somehow. I became unable to prevent that from happening. And so it was shortly after that I stopped using drugs for sure. I mean, it wasn't the last time, but it was definitely one of the reasons I just did not want that uh, to ever happen again. And the uh, and now I know what it was. I mean, now I know it was demonic realm, and it was demonic. It wasn't some kind of alien or whatever. It was that thing, whatever it is, and that thing is a demonic entity sucking my life energy out of me as because I uh, made choices and allowed that to happen in my life. So, um, and can I just tell you that that is totally wrong and invasive to have something like that happen to you? Like it's not okay. Um, and if you have, or if you've ever had, I just want you to know that I have too, and you need to uh, stop using drugs, stop drinking, and stop allowing these negative energies into your field. Some of us, and also, can I just say that this is also caused by trauma, like um, like physical trauma or emotional trauma. And usually, when we have so much of that, we turn to drugs and alcohol to numb it. So um, I just wanted to share this with you and kind of straighten out the story about what an Archon might look like. I'm sure there's other ones that look different, but that's the one. Uh, that's how it looked to me. Kind of gross. And I just want to thank you for watching Veil Walker. Please like and subscribe and give me a comment if you have had anything like this happen to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.